This is an exercise workout using a resistance band that you can do anywhere. All you need is simply a resistance band, and for some of the exercises an anchor point to put that resistance band around. I'd recommend doing anywhere between 8 and 15 repetitions. If you can't quite get to 8 with a particular exercise, then try using a weaker resistance band or lengthen the resistance band. And if you can get to 15 reps easily, then use a stronger resistance band or shorten the resistance band. It's a great exercise or a great routine to do when you're traveling, as the resistance band will easily fit into your luggage. I recommend doing 1 to 3 sets of each exercise, whatever works with your particular schedule. I hope you enjoy. This exercise is a standing single arm row. You're going to wrap the resistance band around something secure about chest height. That is when you're in a straddle stance. So to begin with, adopt that straddle stance so your front leg is slightly bent and you're facing the anchor point. You want to move away from the anchor point so there's some resistance in the band to begin with, and your arm is extended forward. You're going to pull that arm in so elbow passes by your side and bring your hand into your chest. And then release toward the anchor point, and your body can rotate as you do so. Your elbow pretty much stays directly behind your hand, continuing to rotate the body as you pull in. If you want, you can have your arm out in front of you to make that movement of your body more obvious. Once you've done the exercise on one side, you will do the other side. You can also do the same exercise with both hands, adopting that same stance, that is that straddle stance, front leg straight, and one handle in each hand now, and pull both arms back by your side. So I'm bringing my elbows back past my side and hands into my chest, or just below the chest. Release slowly and pulling in. There you have the standing row. This exercise is a pull apart, and the most appropriate resistance band is a flat one such as this. We simply start with our feet maybe in a straddle stance or side by side, and your arms extended out in front of you. You will have your palms facing down or inwards, whichever you prefer, and you're going to part the resistance band as wide as you can, keeping your arms straight, and then slowly release back in. And repeat, arms straight, as wide as you can, and release. To make it a little bit harder, bring your hands closer together, and release. Make it a bit easier, take the hands wider apart, or alternatively, you could use a stronger or weaker resistance band. With a squeeze of your shoulder blades as you pull your hands apart. There we have the pull apart. This exercise is a lunge. We're going to start with the resistance band under your front foot, and that front leg is at a right angle to begin, back knee on the floor. You're going to take the resistance band behind your shoulders and hold the handles at your shoulder. Tuck your toes at the back. From this position, you're going to extend straight up, keeping the front leg slightly bent so that you keep most of your weight in that front foot, and then lower down. Throughout the movement, your body remains quite vertical, just with a slight lean forward. Down slowly and push up. Once again, keeping most of your weight into that front leg, keeping your body vertical. Maintain your core engagement so that you keep that posture vertical. Once you've done one side, switch your legs around and do the other. There you have a lunge. This exercise is a squat. You're going to start with your feet shoulder width apart, with the resistance band, the midpoint of the resistance band underneath your feet, bringing the handles up to your shoulders. The resistance band will travel behind your shoulders or arms, You're going to bend it down, sticking the buttocks out behind you as you do so, maintaining the arch in your lower back, looking directly forward, and then extend back up. Bending down, going as low as you can whilst maintaining that natural arch in your lower back, and pushing up. As you squat down, ensure that your knees stay in line with your feet. That is, they're tracking in line with your feet as you bend down. So knees forward, buttocks back. Head looking directly forward. There you have the squat. This exercise is a single arm standing chest press. You want to wrap the resistance band around something that's secure, and it should be around chest height when you are in a straddle stance. So to begin with, we're in a straddle stance and your front leg is opposite to the arm that you're using to press, and that front leg is bent. You're going to move away from the anchor point so that there's some resistance in the band to begin with, and then you're going to push the resistance band from your shoulder directly out in front of you. You can rotate your body as you do so. That will make the movement a little bit more natural, but you're not leaning forward as you do so. Pushing directly out, keep the core engaged to maintain your posture. Your elbow remains directly behind your hand. As you can see, the resistance band is above my arm there. That makes it more comfortable. Once you've done one side, you would do the other side. You also have the option of doing both hands at the same time, which makes the exercise a little bit easier. So we're taking one hand, both sides. Again, assume that straddle stance, front leg bent, and you're pushing out with both arms simultaneously. If you want to make this exercise harder, whether it be both arms or a single arm, just move further away from the anchor point or use a stronger resistance band. There you have the standing chest press. This exercise is an incline chest press. You'll start with the resistance band underneath your back foot and step forward into a straddle stance, bending your front leg. Bring the handles up to your shoulder level and then push diagonally forward and out, and then release back slowly. Pushing out as far as you can, keeping the arms slightly bent, and release back. So pushing out from your chest, out in front of you, above your head. Keep your core engaged throughout the exercise so that you maintain correct posture. That is with that natural arch in your lower back. There we have incline chest press. This exercise is an upright row with a resistance band. Ideally, use one with handles. That's most suitable for this particular exercise. We're going to start standing on the midpoint of the resistance band. Feet shoulder width apart, legs slightly bent, maintain the natural arch in your lower back, and hands in front of your thighs, arms are straight. Now you're going to lift your elbows as high as you can without bending your wrist, and then slowly lower down. Once again, lifting as high as you can and slowly down. If you find you want a harder workout, then you can either shorten the band by widening your feet, or you could use a stronger band. Alternatively, to make it easier, feet closer together, or use a weaker band. Lifting those elbows as high as you can, wrist straight, slowly on the way down. There we have upright row with the resistance band. This exercise is a trunk rotation with your arms extended. We're going to start ideally with a flat resistance band and wrap it around something that is not going to move. We're going to stand side on to the anchor point, and we're going to turn our body with our arms straight toward the anchor point. There should be some resistance in the band at this point. Brace yourself by bending your legs, stick your butt out a little bit, and then rotate your arms in front and then release back. keeping your arms straight throughout the movement, and release back. You should feel this working your core. So brace yourself to keep your body in that position. Keeping the arms straight. Rotate to the side. Rotate your body to the front. Keep your hips facing forward. There we have the rotation with straight arms. Once you've done one side, of course, turn around and do the other side.